I remember Little Rascals came out when my daughters were young. They did a remake of the Little Rascals, so the movie. And the second co-star in that, I don't know if it was Alfalfa or the second guy. It might have been Alfalfa. But the guy who played that character, he was molested as a child. And then Hollywood just jacked it up even that much more because there are all these grooming people that look for these certain signs. And so he's just taking advantage of that poor boy. And I was listening to this interview that he gave, and man, I'd never heard or never seen this perspective. And he said, my Jesus was with me in all of that pain. He was with me. He was comforting me. Why didn't God stop it? God lets the world go. He lets the course of the world go. And the evil that takes place in this world is horrendous. And God doesn't stop every evil. That's heaven. There's perfection in heaven. But God is able to use the wickedness that takes place in our lives. And if we would all press into Him, He wants to be there for us. He wants to minister to us. And again, I'd never heard that. He said, you know what? Jesus was with me in the pain. And He felt what I felt. He felt the shame. He felt... And I was just watching this and I'm like, man, I've never heard that perspective. Where somebody was willing to press into God in the middle of pain. What is God doing in Iran? He's giving women, many women, dreams of Jesus as they're seeing the risen Lord and they're surrendering their hearts to the Lord. And they're keeping it, to themselves because you'd be killed in a heartbeat, right? You proclaim that. And there's going to be an underground church and all of that. But God is able to do what we can't even begin to think or imagine. We think we do better by yelling at people or nagging people or crying in front of people. Come on, just do it, God. We think that we have some effect. God can do in a millisecond what we can't do over a lifetime. You just pray and know that God's working behind the scenes. God's on His job. God ain't taking naps. So I think that's